Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an amazing announcement that I want to share to everyone in this community and for those who might be watching one of the first videos of mine, but I'm going to be doing a NASCAR Racing 2003 Career Mode series. I haven't worked on the ins and outs really of how I'm going to go about this series, but simply put, I just want to do, something with, this game. It's still, to this day in 2020, still holds up to be, I think, one of the the best racing games that has ever been made and developed. And it helps that there is a mod community, if you even want to call it a mod community, really, because the game is just so old and there's no, developer backing by it anymore. The NR 2003 community is still great. It still has, a great group of people who can create racetracks like the one you see here in the background of Phoenix Raceway, as well as, everything from the series, the types of cars, to paint schemes. I mean, heck, we have, I believe, an IndyCar mod as well that you can run. I haven't even tried that, but, to digress, it's still a great game because of that continued support. And for myself and for this channel, I've been meaning to do more racing stuff in general. For those who follow along closely, who are subscribed to the channel, you see I've been doing a lot of train simulator stuff, and I've thoroughly enjoyed doing that. But this channel was started up as a racing channel and to just upload racing video game content. But also at the same time, as I have this desire to put more racing stuff on my channel, I didn't want to do any NASCAR Heat stuff. And the reason being is because that game is just not going in the right direction. I've bought all 4 games that have been under the Heat title that Monster Games and 704 Games have released. And I feel like the money that I've spent on all 4 has not been, worth it, for the games that they've developed within the past year or so, and especially what they're coming out with in the future. Sure, we have this whole kerfluffle, I guess, of the next generation of gaming consoles coming out, so that's why NASCAR Heat 5 doesn't look good. But I still think that's a horrible excuse to just make NASCAR Heat 5 a repaint of a reskin of NASCAR Heat 4. It's just not worth my $60. It's not worth the DLC content that game has. So with that, like I said, I am, I just want to go back on, NR 2003. I did a few videos, a handful of months ago, year ago or such, kind of, dispersed throughout my channel. But I haven't really had the chance to dig deep into the game and play the game correctly. I was originally playing NR 2003 on a really crappy home PC, like office PC, I guess you can call it. And my methods of recording gameplay was really tough and annoying. It was also annoying because we didn't have a wheel at that time, and I was on controller, and the game can be played on a pad, but it's not, the experience isn't as great as if you were to use a wheel for it. So thankfully, within the past year or so, my brother got himself a gaming PC, has a Intel i7 processor, as well as the GTX 2660 graphics card, I believe, if that's the correct graphics card. So that really helps for both being able to run the game and to have the OBS recording software in the background to record gameplay. So that helps as well. And it still, it still runs over 60 frames per second, which is awesome as well. And then the other thing that's also nice is that for Christmas, my family decided to get my brother a steering wheel as well. My dad joked with him because he was playing American Truck Simulator with his keyboard, and we went ahead and thought of getting him a steering wheel and pedal set. And so because of that, and he's nice enough to let me, use his, PC and his steering wheel as well. So that combination, just, further helps me, play NASCAR Racing 2003 and be able to play this wonderful game. So once again, I'm not sure about the details of doing the entire career mode series as well. I had a few ideas as to starting in the truck series mod and working my way up through the truck series, going through the Xfinity series mod, and then eventually getting myself to Cup. I would like to do that, but again, I'm not too keen in that idea, because after a while it could just get repetitive, and at the end of the day, it might feel like too much work for me. And there are some great tracks for both of those series as well. I believe there is, there's a bunch of dirt tracks as well, so you could run Eldora in the trucks, and then you can go to road courses like Canadian Tire and Mid-Ohio, I believe, are also within the game. But, I don't feel that it's really necessary for me to do that. I quite enjoy, what it was like sometime, during the Utetniks days where it was just the Cup series. And even in the super old games as well, it was, just the Cup series. It wasn't any other series as well. So, I mean, maybe if, I think about it more and I play the game more and I look at the mods and I look at the track selection, I might try to do, the truck and the Xfinity series, but, with the unknowns of all the tracks being available or even how updated they are, I think it's safe enough for me to just do the Cup series and make a fun little career mode season with the Cup cars. The final thing about this career mode series is just how I'm going to set it up in general, really, especially by, races. There is a season mode within the game, and you can also go into the game files and change it, from the original in-game tracks to like the, the modded tracks that you might have. But I also feel like that'd be a little bit too much work. So my thinking is that I'm just going to do the, the quick race that you see me do in this video, where I'll just go to the event and run the event. But what I'll do and take extra time in doing is calculating points and putting them up on a spreadsheet and making them look nice on a YouTube video as well. And this helps because I don't have to do a full 36 race season as well. Depending how I feel, I might even shorten it down and not, do the full one, because again, that could, take too long. Depends how I feel, depends what I think, people will react to in the comments of this video. But, either way, I think that would be, a lot more fun to do, a lot more interactive as well. And I could do some cool graphics, things with, those stats as well. And that's, that's pretty much it. The only other thing I need to do personally is balance the AI to how I like them. I could use the NR, or the N rating, I don't know what it's called, the NR ratings system, where you can use the real life race results and put them into the game. But I got to figure out if that will be, useful or not, or if I'll have to tweak the AI a bit. And I might have to tweak some track settings as well. I might have to go into the track files and change them so they're a little bit more balanced between the player and the AI as well. And I'll try to keep it consistent with, like, difficulty as well. That's the other thing too about the season mode, is that I think once you set your settings for the entire, for all the races, it's set, and I don't think you can change that. So I'll have to look into it, see. Hopefully there'll be, again, people within the community that might be able to help me out with that. But overall, I really don't have much else to say. Again, partly because I haven't really figured most of this stuff out, but I'm hoping to just kind of jump into it. Hopefully I can figure out a system that works and we can just build the series, bigger, every race that we go by. Again, I think this should be a lot of fun, and again, a lot of fun to put together for you guys to watch. I should also bring up the format of how this series is going to work. It's going to mimic a lot like my NASCAR Heat career mode series videos that I've done in the past, where it's just going to be from the, you know, my point of view of the race. It's not going to be a voiceover of the entire thing. I like doing it to where it's my, you know, I'm recording my voice as I'm doing the race. It's my pure reactions as to what is going on as well. I might once in a while, you know, here and there go into the replay and, you know, clip the sections where, you know, there might have been an incident that happened, or maybe I want to record, you know, like a wreck or a restart, or you know, a moment on race, you know, that maybe deserves a you know, on, you know, another point of view, really, another camera angle. But for the most part, again, it's a time-wise, you know, situation. You know, I don't know what my future is going to hold if I go out and find a job, or, you know, what it's, you know, going to be, whether I, you know, continue schooling or not. But I do want to make this to where, you know, I can crank out 2 videos a week. You know, maybe even 3 videos a week would be pushing it. But to at least crank out 2 videos a week, and, you know, at least, you know, put enough effort in to where it looks good for you guys, it sounds good. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. You know, if I get more invested into YouTube and it becomes like a permanent job almost, then I might, you know, put more effort into it, and, you know, might even restart the career and go through there. Other than that, that's going to be it from me talking. I apologize if you were skipping through all of this, but I hope you guys do enjoy the idea of this career mode series on NASCAR Racing 2003 season. If you have any advice you'd like to offer, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Next up is going to be my little race at ISM Raceway. To review really quickly, qualifying did not go so well for me. I did make a looser setup, but was just driving very sloppily, so I wasn't able to put together a good lap on qualifying, so we wound up starting in P18th. In race, my setup is a bit too on the tight side, so that didn't really help me racing in the pack. You guys will obviously hear me explain that through the live commentary. But other than that, sit back, relax, enjoy the race. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, everyone, welcome to Phoenix International Raceway.
It may appear to me that they're inside, but they may be just shy of that.
I love the spot. This spotter pack is really nice. We're gonna roll off the pits here at Phoenix. I gotta turn my volume down. I can barely hear myself talk. There we go, that should work. Alright, so I tightened the car up a little bit. The conditions are cloudy, which should provide some grip on the track, but the ambient air is 75 degrees, so we'll see how we do here for 63 laps. We're starting, I think, 18th. We're not in an ideal starting position, but let's see if we can go ahead and work our way up. Kind of butchered qualifying a bit. Bit cloudy in the desert. Ready to go green. I don't know who's the pole sitter. I see, I think Kyle Busch is on the outside. We're starting second gear here. They're going to get to the Geico restart zone, and we are green here at Phoenix. This is already getting super sketchy. We've been 3 wide for quite some time here through the dog leg. Look at them disperse down towards the apron. We're gonna try not to hit the cars that are to our left. Ooh, we're gonna get really tight up high. So if we got one inside, we're gonna smack the wall a bit. That's all right. Trade in some paint with the safer barrier. Oh man, we are getting passed up like it is nothing. Eaten up alive. Alright. We've got one inside so far. Our spotters helping us here. Giving us great feedback. So far clear low. They're 3 wide behind us. Look at this pack of cars here battling for bottom of the 20s and in the top 30s. We're going to get hard on the brakes. So we, I think, nudged JJ Ailey a bit, but we're doing good so far. 4 laps in, just trying to keep it clean here. Trying to force the issue. We're apparently clear low, but I see the 32 of Corey LaJoy peek on the mirror. Ooh, there's our teammate Kevin Harvick. Oh no, our teammate is doing just as bad as we are right now. Hopefully we should be able to, as soon as we get into clean air, we should be able to make up some more ground. Looks like someone had spun, unless that was from me in practice. Could be a possibility here where we lay back on the brakes going into turn 1. We cannot catch a break right now. This is, the battling is insane. That's the 15 there, I think, backing off. I'm gonna try not to hit the 00. I think that's Quinn Huff. I need to learn the roster here of these guys. Let's see, we got car inside still. It's the 15. We've been stuck on this high side for a really long time. If we get to the bottom, we might be able to make some positions. This car is also a little bit too tight. I guess because it is cloudy, the track conditions have really gripped up. It's not as loose as it is if it was sunny. Alright. We're still in 28th. We're able to get into a little gap here in the back where it's kind of opened up. So let's see if we can use the bottom here to get around cars. 77's going to look on the inside of us. We're going to get a mega run. We're going to look 3 wide on Corey LaJoy. This is not comfortable. Oh, but I think we're going to make the move. We're going to go ahead and cut the dog leg here. I think we... Yep, we're clear high. That was a mega move there on the bottom of us. That picked up a few positions, I believe. Alright, the tires are starting to wear a bit. Here's the 15 car again. We're definitely quicker than him. We've got Stuart Haas Racing has obviously got more performance out of the cars than the smaller backmarker teams. So we're going to get around on the high side of that 15 there. Kind of maintain this middle line here through 1 and 2. The 15 is going to get a mega run on the inside, but we're going to do the crossover. Look towards the bottom. Oh, and let's try not to hit our teammate, Kevin Harvick. Ooh, that got close. Come off turn 4. We're doing good so far. It's single filed ahead of us, and that means we can take advantage of this now. Got on the brakes a little bit too hard. I think the 15 is on our bumper there. The car is doing some weird things. Now we've got the 30 or 54. GG Alien are inside. So let's try to take it nice and easy here. Save the tires a bit. Let's get it back on the bottom towards our teammate Kevin Harvick. He must be. Oh no! He locked up the front left. Ooh, that's gonna put us in the wall. Misjudged the braking big time through turn 1, so that's gonna cost us some time here. Cost us some positions. So let's just try to manage it again. Let's catch back up, Kevin Harvick. If we can get past him, I think we can start working on guys ahead of us. Yeah, there's our big lockup going in the corner. Oh, there we go. We got the pass done phenomenally there. Harvick might have just kind of let us go. Seems to be really struggling with his car. Whew! That took took us 12 laps to get us some, give us some time to breathe. I can tell I've really worn out the front tires. Let's look at our wear here, and yeah, you can see our front left is Not doing so great because we locked it up. Neither is our right front, so we're going to be struggling for some grip. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do these, or change up my corner entries and such, so we don't wear them out more and we can try to catch these guys up front. Ooh, okay, got a little loose going into third. Decided to switch it up a bit. Let's see if we can... I'm doing good off corner exit. I'm really catching this pack of cars here, 22nd on up. I'm going to try to jump down to third gear going to turns 3 and 4, see if we can get a better launch on corner exits. We're going to go to fourth, we're going to go to third there. Car's going to get a little loose, but we can get more rear drive off. Oh, that worked pretty well. I'm not going to close in on the deal in the 51, but we're going to poke our nose in. No, he's going to leave us some room. He saw us there. Maybe he was expecting us to dive it in a little bit harder. Wound up not doing so. Man, this thing is plowing off the right front. I'm going to blame that on my driving, but also I think I tightened up the car a bit too much. Early on in the run, on fresh tires, it will, the car gets pretty loose, and I didn't want to be too loose in traffic. So we're definitely on that right front a bit too much. I'm hoping we can get, or I'm wishing we could get more drive off the corner. It might need some more track bar. Might need to loosen that up a bit. Let's try third gear again. Coming out turns 3 and 4. Oh, it's going to loosen us up too much. We're going to get on the brakes. That's going to actually cost us even more time. Not doing so great here in this Phoenix race. The only thing that's going to save us right now is a pit stop. Let's see if other drivers will need to make pit stops in this race. Not too sure the fuel distance here. We are on ×3 on I think a 20% race. Alright, so we got to be careful when we go down to third. Car wants to really jump out. We also got to be careful doing the dog leg, because that can easily spin us out like they did in practice. And it kind of screwed us up in qualifying, so... Alright, let's see if we can rebound. Let's see if we can capture the 32 and the 15 again. As I go high, that doesn't help me. We got the 54 again on us. Alright, Spotter says leaders are on pit road, so let's think of the math here. Half of 60 would be 30, and this race is about 63 laps, so I would say halfway for pitting is about 30 some, but we got a lot of takers in the pits right now, so these guys might be breaking it up into 2 stops. Let's see how long we can go right now. Car still feels really good. I mean, it's still got some good drive off of 4. It doesn't do much in turns 2. Alright, we got more people on pit. How about we go ahead and make the audible and we'll come in and pit right now. We're gonna follow Corey LaJoy. Let's try not to speed. We got 45. 3,500 on the revs. Alright, Brad just now pulled into his box, so we're gonna go ahead and make our stop right here. Let's try not to miss it. Beautiful parking stop, and we're just angled out so we can get out of our box. Oh, there's the 41. He's gonna slide in. We're gonna get ready to go once they drop the jack. Ooh, okay. Go in here. Make sure we don't speed. Hopefully I didn't blow the motor there. Hit the ref limiter pretty hard. There's Corey LaJoy. Doing good, holding our speed so far. We're going to be racing him right as we come out of the pits. Oh, they're just going to slow up. Big time. Alright. Hopefully we didn't get a black flag. I don't think we sped. But we just gained a position on Corey LaJoy. We're going to go ahead and merge since we look good in the rear view. And there's the 15. So we picked up 1 spot that we lost. We got fresh tires, so let's go ahead and dig and catch that 15 car. The car's going to also be much looser than it has been since we're on fresh Goodyear stickers. So it's just a matter of trying to get a feel for the car as well. It's going to be another car. It's our teammate Clint Boyer exiting the pits. Alright, just a matter of relearning the car again. Alright, we've caught the 15 and the 95. Christopher Bell, who are battling side by side here. 15's going to go ahead and take the dog leg. We will tune. I'm actually going to look high. That 15 is so aggressive. He gets really aggressive in the corners, and he has a really good car on entry, but doesn't have anything on exit. And we're going to go ahead and look. Well, that's probably a smart decision for me to back off, because I don't think we were going to make that happen. We could have. The 95 got around the 15, and we could have forced the 15 up high. Let's see if we can get it done here in turn 1. He's going to be outside. Let's try not to do what we did near Kevin Harvick and slide the front left, and we do a good job slowing the car down. That 15 is going to be really good off corner exit. So we slide a bit. We're going to get by the 15, I think, and we're going to look on the 95 here. Oh, and we're going to... Oh, just got the car back up and going. Alright, we passed halfway in the race, and we got really loose. Going into turn 3, I apologize to Christopher Bell there. I think I just got in the corner too hot. Wasn't expecting to make a lunge on the 95. I didn't think he was going to slow up too much, but I think we kind of destroyed our tires locking up. Oh, the 15's just going to brake check us. Alright, he kept it going. Oh, man. We are not having a fun time around here. Let's go ahead and check our tires really quickly. Oh, they're doing good. They're not horrible. So Christopher Bell is not going to be happy with us after that one. And thankfully we didn't spin the 15 now. That would have been an embarrassing way to bring out a first caution. We're catching right back up to him. Again, we have the power and the speed. He's just super aggressive in the corners. So we're going to go for the pass again, get in our braking zone. We're very shallow in the 1. We're going to try to diamond it. He's going to get in our quarter panel. We're going to spin. Oh, and the leader is apparently behind us. Oh, man, that just screwed us over. I think that is Denny. That is the leader, Denny Hamlin. There's Kyle Busch behind us. Okay, well, apparently the 15 didn't like that, or we might have cut down on him. There's a good chance we cut down on him, and he had a nose there. I don't think our spotter said anything. Whoa! Denny Hamlin trying to get around the 77. We're going to let the 18 go by. Hopefully he doesn't hold us up. Let's try not to run in the back of him, because the last thing we want is Kyle Busch to get in a feud with us. Well, this is not going well, to say the least. But I'm having a lot of fun here. Let's see if we can catch back up to that 15 and just catch back up in general. We have just been struggling right from the get-go. This car is, I think, the best we can get it to be, but it's definitely not doing as good as some of the other cars. It lacks a lot of speed on corner exit, and steering-wise, the car doesn't do that well in the center of the corner. I try not to make a car that was too loose entering, because sometimes it's really hard to control the car through there, and if you're running with traffic, it's super hard to race with others with a loose car. But center on exit's just a struggle bus, but catch up to the 77. I bet we can catch up to the 15 by the time this race is over with. We just have more pace than he does. So let's try to get around this mess of cars and see if we can go chase him down.
20 laps to go,
I reached the 20 laps to go mark. The tires aren't doing so great on the front side. Again, just kind of wish I made the car drive off the rear tires a little bit more. Might just need to practice more in general driving a looser car. We've caught to... the tires are really dead. We've got to the 77 a bit. They're having a huge battle up front. We're just going to go ahead and cut the dog leg. Finally got a chance to do that there. Didn't really gain us some positions. 77's Chastain, isn't it? I haven't pulled up the leaderboard. Yeah, it's Chastain. Alright, cool. Chastain's doing a good job in this race. I think we accidentally got into him earlier, but been cool racing around that car. Looks like we had a pass for the lead. Denny Hamlin was leading, but Kyle Busch was able to catch up to the 11 as the 11 catches lap traffic there. And what's awesome is that I don't have any pressure in the rear view, so we just have to deal with these cars that are in front of us. And we also have to figure out if there's going to be another pit stop. We might try to jump into the pits sooner than later if people are going to make a second stop, which I think they will. With 20 laps to go, we might try to make an early stop here. Might do it within the next few laps. Let's see if we can get around some of these guys here. That'll help us. Or we pit now, and then we don't have to worry about these guys, but then I'm unsure if, you know, what's the traffic going to be like when we exit the pits. Ooh, there's the 27. I don't know if he's per position or not. Might be Reed Sorensen. Not a spot. See, spotters are excellent in this game. So that is, he's 2 laps down. We're 1 lap down from the leaders who are just coming out of turn 2, and that answers my question. There's Denny Hamlin in the pits. I think we're going to go ahead and call the audible. We're going to come in this lap, get 4 fresh Goodyears on it, because I don't want to go any longer than what I did last time. It would have been awesome if we pulled the strategy of doing a 1-stop, but I don't think I would have the patience for it. So we're going to be inside the 77, who we're accidentally going to get into. And we're going to go ahead and come into pits. Uh-oh. Ooh, I hope we didn't speed. We'll see if we get the black flag for it. Alright, there's our pit box right there. Alright, they're going to do 1 can. No adjustments or anything. Could have done a... Could I do a track bar adjustment? Yeah, I could have done track bar. Alright, let's exit. Alright, 45. I think we might have sped, so we'll see if we get a black flag here. That's going to be a little disappointing for us. So we got 4 fresh tires. I think if pit road was a little bit longer, we could have maybe added some track bar to it for more drive off the corner.
Be careful on the access road.
Ooh, if we don't get a black flag, it's going to be awesome. Alright, we've exited the pits. I'm going to go ahead and stay on the apron here. And actually going to merge up now, because I don't know if any of those guys at the pit. Ooh, I'm so glad we did. 2 of those guys, the 16 and the 17 at the pit. Alright, let's again try to just manage our tires. Again, the car's a little bit looser, but something, you know, we can still manage it. We got 13 laps to go. Behind Joey Logano, who might be on the lead lap. Let's see. He might still need a pit. No, he's not coming down the pits just yet. We're in a good spot so far. See Denny Hamlin up ahead. Hopefully we jump the guys that we were battling around. That would have been awesome. Ooh, we've caught up to that 22. And there's the 77 who's exiting the pits, so we did not make up any positions on the 77. The 22 is going to have a look. There's the 12 of Ryan Blaney making a pit stop. And we're going to go ahead and take this from Joey Logano and Chastain. The big dive to the bottom. We're going to get really woed up, and we're going to try to run away with that. Wow, what an overtake. It's going to put us in 23rd. And there's Corey LaJoy that's just exited the pits by Christopher Bell. Oh, again, this car feels really good on fresh tires. It's just about getting the most out of the car while it's, you know, running this good. Let's get it woed up there in the apex, and we're going to get a huge run. That 32 is not up to speed just yet, as we're going to make the pass on the apron, and we've caught up to Christopher Bell with 10 to go in this race. Christopher Bell's next on our radar. It's just about being patient. That 32's looking. He's getting aggressive. And it looks like he's going to back off a bit. We're going to slow up here for turn 3 and 4. Try not to run into the back of Christopher Bell and try to get the run off of 4. Let's go ahead and cut the dog leg here. It's not a comfortable thing to do. And let's get in there. Is the 95 not a spot or the 43? Could be the 43 that's not a spot. We'll see though. 43 is way off the pace here. Let's be careful. Wow, he's slow. We're going to get into the back of him like we did the 15 earlier. Oop, 95's inside. We're going to try to get around the 43 if we can. He's way low. And we got around him. All right, we got 8 laps to go. We're currently 20th. We're 2 spots down from where we started, so I guess it's not too bad. Let's see how this race will end. Alright, we're within 5 laps to go. I feel like I'm running some of my best laps of the race right now. We're catching the 14 and the 19. Let's see if they're a position or not. Looks like Boyer is a position. So let's see if we can go and grab that from our teammate. He might not be too happy after trying to do that, but the 19 is slowing him down. I see the 15 up there as well, but we're going to go ahead and make a huge dive to the dog leg. And we're going to make the pass on Clint Boyer, and we're going to make the pass on the 19. I wonder if that was another position. We'll see when we come back across the line, see if the ticker updates. And we might be catching some more drivers as well. There's a 37 and the 15 as we're closing in to 2 to go. Actually, I think 1 to go. I don't know where the leaders are, because we are a lap down. We're 2 laps to go. Oh, it might be 2 laps to go of the race. Yeah, I think because we're physically 3 laps to go. We just passed the 37. We're up into 19. We're catching these guys like it is nothing right now. Here comes the 15. There's the white flag. The leaders have crossed it. And here's the 15. Here's the one that got into us. Let's go ahead and rough him up a bit. Let him know we're down there. That we're going to try to pass him fair and square here. We're going to dive it to the apron. Oh, and we got a little sideways on the apron. 15's going to battle hard with us. We're going to be loose, but we're going to get the better exit. He could not get the run off of turn 2 whatsoever. As we're up in the 19th. See if we can maybe get one more spot from David Reagan. It's not going to be enough. 18th is going to be where we finish. And that's going to be the end of the race.
Just pull it off to the side here by the trailer. Pull it off straight in there.
Wow. What a race. We're going to go ahead and park it.
Your road speed 45. 3,500 seconds.
Whew. That warmed me up. That was rewarding. We were down in 20th and we were able to finish right where we started. There's our crew waiting for us, and we're going to go ahead and park it. Right there. Alright, here are your results from today's Phoenix race. Denny Hamlin went ahead and won the race. He was battling Kyle Busch before those last set of pit stops, and he will finish 2.1 seconds ahead of Kyle Busch. In 3rd place was Joey Logano. 4th was Eric Jones. 5th was Michael McDowell. Great showing by him, as well as Ty Dillon in 6th and Chris Buescher in 7th. Alex Bowman finished 8th. Matt Kenseth in that 42 car finishes 9th. And Jimmy Johnson rounds out the top 10. For us, we sit down in 18th after starting in 18th position. Ahead of us was Austin Dillon and William Byron. Also, we had Daniel Suarez there and Ryan Newman, who was the last car on the lead lap. We managed to get around 15 of Brendan Poole, and Clint Boyer was really surprising. I did not think he started around us. but he dropped all the way down to 20th, with Joey Gase in 21st, Christopher Bell in 22nd, Corey LaJoie in 3rd, and Ross Chastain, who we were also battling for a very long time there. His 77 car will finish 24th. There's the rest of the running order. It looks like Cole Custer and David Reagan maybe retired with about 1 or 2 laps to go. And the only other incident was JJ Yeley, who wound up retiring with a clutch issue. And the only oddballs is that Timmy Hill was 8 laps down. And Darrell Wallace Jr. was also struggling there, who he caught up to near the end of the race. He also finished 3 laps down.